welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League. It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll see a brawl inside the NFC North. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. Next on Madden Football.
Now from downtown Minneapolis, EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us inside beautiful U.S. Bank Stadium, the home of the Vikings. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson, or should I say Dean Olson, because tight end U doesn't happen without you. And we've got a great matchup here. We've got two of the best at your position in the current game right now.
And Mike, when I came into the league, almost 20 years ago, there was a handful of really elite tight ends. But doesn't it just seem, especially over these last couple of years, every single team, at least the ones that make their mark and find themselves in the playoffs competing for Super Bowls, have a legitimate #1 threat at the tight end position. It almost feels like if you don't have a tight end, your offense is missing a key piece. I know I'm biased, but at tight end U, man, we make no mistake about it. We think we are the most important position in football, and you're not going to convince me otherwise.
And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. Here's the Minnesota offense taking the field for the first time. They are led by the man who led Michigan to the national championship in 2023, quarterback J.J. McCarthy.
Mike, when you put the film on of J.J. McCarthy, what really jumps off the screen is his ability to display footwork both inside and outside the pocket. And those movement throws, especially in today's NFL, they are so critical. On top of all that, he has a lot of trust in his arm. He's not afraid to attack tight windows. If he can continue to develop, continue to hone this obvious talent, he could really be a special player in this league.
Here's a 2nd and 9. Setting up to throw is McCarthy. Here comes the screen to Jones. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. An early test to start this one. 3rd and inches. To try and run for the first down with Jones. And he'll be taken down right at the 35-yard line.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. All he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Again, it's Jones. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Jack Campbell, the former first-round pick, there to wrap him up. Second down and 8. They run it once more with Jones. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming. McCarthy from the gun here on 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Here's Jones. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
McCarthy to the air on second down. That's caught downfield by Jefferson. A nice throw by the rookie out of Michigan. It's going to be good enough for a first down.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
Down at the 12. It's first and 10. On the handoff, Jones. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that first down. A good spot here, second and a yard. They look to run with Jones. A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. That one, take it in. Jordan Addison. Touchdown, Minnesota. And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
On now for the extra point. Here's Will Reichert. He's got it. And the Vikings will take a 7-0 lead. Reichert out now, following the touchdown, as he kicks this one away. Here's Craig Reynolds to return. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. Number 1 overall pick in 2016 leads him out, Greg. It's quarterback Jared Goff.
You see Jared Goff now taking the field, and he's coming off one of the best seasons of his career, and he's certainly quieted a lot of skeptics around the league, Mike, and leading this Lions team to the NFC Championship just a season ago. He has his eyes set on taking that next step, and a strong performance here certainly help him achieve that goal.
First carry now for Jahmyr Gibbs. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short. So after 1, it's the Vikings with the edge. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Second and a yard. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. Off the play fake, here's Goff. Very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. And third down coming up. They're going to try to run here with Gibbs. And he is going to have a Lions first down. They're able to convert on 3rd and short, picking up 4.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On play action. Goff. Oh, no chance to get rid of that one. Under a heavy rush, he goes down. That's Jonathan Bernard busting in to record the sack.
Looked like a pass protection breakdown. They had 5 offensive linemen and a running back in the backfield. I promise you, somebody was assigned to that linebacker, but he timed the blitz perfectly. He ran through and was able to bring him down for a big sack.
On 2nd down, Goff. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
That one is batted away. Incomplete. No separation that time. Tightly defended. It brings up 4th down. The Lions will punt this ball away. A fair catch. He's going to call it and take it right around his own 30-yard line. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive, so try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Second down and 3. Slot receiver headed right. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is first down.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
When you can bring cornerbacks on pressure, man, that changes everything for the defensive play caller. Offenses spend all week worrying about linebackers, defensive linemen. How are they going to protect the quarterback? But when you can time up a secondary pressure like this, man, oftentimes there's no answer for it.
In motion, it's Jefferson. On play action, here's McCarthy. Open man downfield, it's Addison. drive this all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
1st and 10. Two minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
The drag route, we used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They smelled the screen and took care of it. Blown up in the backfield.
The best defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. That's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone.
When you find yourself in this situation, Mike, you're on defense, you're defending your own goal line, you got to take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Lions offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. From the gun, it's Goff. A throw complete to Tim Patrick. And he's going to be marked down up around the 33. Goff to throw on 1st down. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is caught. And they will bring this into the red zone. Big connection inside the 20. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. This one caught by Patrick. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove, and there's these weird times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like every ball comes your way, every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now, and
that's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Mekhi Blackman.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown, and instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. Just the lone touchdown in that first half of action. 7-0 is our score. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Just that one touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the third quarter begins. Now return coming from the 7. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2. Goff gives it to Gibbs. And that'll give him a first down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. On 1st down, it's Goff. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
From the gun, here's Gibbs. That's powerful running, lowers the shoulder, and picks up 4. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Goff. Catch is made. That is Williams. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down after a gain of 7.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And this rough day on the ground continues. They're going to drop him behind the line again.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, 2nd and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
They move Laporta, sending him in motion. A 2nd down throw for Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And that'll go for a gain of 7, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. That's catch 3 just on this drive, and it gets his team a first down.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Patrick motioning here. Quick throw here is complete. Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. He pulls it in around the 5. And the Lions are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this 3rd quarter. So these two teams take the long walk to the opposite end of the stadium. We've come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. From the 2 now, here's 2nd and goal. Now Goff. Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive, and what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
Two plays at their disposal, but they'd love to get it right here on 3rd and goal. Here's Goff. He'll get this to his tight end, Laporta.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. It is brought in the end zone. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Lions. A huge touchdown there in the 4th quarter, and now just a point away from tying the game.
And that's one of those drives, Mike, where you know your best is needed. Can you come through here late and give your team a chance? They're an extra point away from tying this thing up, and we got ourselves a ball game.
So they're not level yet. A critical extra point attempt to follow. The kick is good, and that will tie this game here in the 4th quarter. All even. 4th quarter, everything we've wanted. What's in store in the remaining time? And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This game all even now following that touchdown a moment ago, and they'll look to retake the lead on this drive. It starts with 1st down. To throw, it's McCarthy. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
This is why the timing of these routes is so critical. If that ball is thrown a little bit later, he's unable to keep his feet in bounds, but instead the quarterback is on time and accurate, and the receiver does a nice job not only securing the catch, but ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
And they get to him and finally bring him down. It will go down as a sack.
That's a prototypical coverage sack. All 11 guys on the field doing their job. Starts with sound back-end coverage. Nowhere to go quick with the ball. The quarterback has no chance but to extend the play. Look for something late developing downfield. That was all the time this front needed to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
Seemed to me, Mike, before that ball was even snapped, the quarterback had already made up his mind. I'm throwing the ball to the tight end no matter what the look is, and he's counting on the big body picking up the rest after the catch, and even though he's able to secure the ball, nice job by the defense keeping him short of the sticks.
Fair catch called and made right there at the 25-yard line. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. We're all even. Fourth quarter, so every drive so important at this stage. And they'll start with 1st and 10. Now, Goff. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Off the play fake, here's Goff. And the rush too strong. They're in there in a flash for the sack.
Early in this drive, they're trying to establish some offensive rhythm, but now after that second down sack, really puts them in a must-pass. You don't want to be in 3rd and long very often in the NFL. It's not a very high percentage conversion rate, and with the danger of a 3 and out, they better hold up here in pass protection.
A massive play here. Late, tie game, 3rd down. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and this quarterback's paying the price for it.
Two minutes to play in regulation. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's the Lions punt team now. Important punt here in this tie game late. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was looking for T.J. Hockenson on that one. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
He'll get this over the middle to Jefferson. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35.
A clutch throw here to keep their chances alive. Tie ball game. As they approach midfield now, they've got to keep an eye on the clock. They've got to find a way to get this ball into field goal range, stop the clock, and see if your kicker could be a hero.
Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll go right back to Jefferson. They connect again. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line. This is 1st and 10. They'll put Addison in motion. They'll run with Jones. And he will score. Aaron Jones. Touchdown, Vikings.
When you start talking about the qualities of a top-tier back in the NFL, Mike, we all talk about size, speed, the ability to keep your feet, the ability to have balance at contact. But the part we don't talk enough about is patience, understanding the blocking scheme, the timing, when to hit the hole, as much as what hole to hit. And I think you get a great example of what that looks like when it all comes together. He takes advantage of the scheme, and next thing you know, he hits his head on the goalpost.
Will Reichard now on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Vikings will move out to a 14-7 lead. So the lead is 7 now. Here in this 4th quarter, the tie has been broken. Let's see what happens on this kickoff. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Lions offense ready to take over once again. And look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back, and in some of these coverage units, when you know that ball's got to come out fast, and right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Goff going to throw here on 1st and 10. It's caught by the tight end, Laporta. It's a gain of 16, and very quickly, a 1st down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. It's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
Goff to throw on 1st down. Quick slant caught by St. Brown. And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. Final minute, 1 timeout remaining, and it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Down the field, he's got St. Brown. It's a big play when they needed it the most. 33 yards.
And this offense is now really on the move, Mike, and it's the passing game that's leading the way. They've been able to march their way downfield thanks to this aerial attack, so don't expect them to go to the ground game anytime soon. If I'm this play caller, I'm continuing to lead on this, not only in this drive, but probably for the rest of this game.
They'll bring St. Brown in motion. On 1st and 10, here's Goff. And this throw out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
That's one he'd love to have back. An opportunity to score 6 was right there for the taking. Just wasn't quite meant to be.
Another try, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Goff. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long. Goff to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult. Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Here we go. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got it inside the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker, and they fail to convert on 4th down. So a win here for the Vikings. They use a little home cooking here. They play a complete football game, and they send their fans home quite happy. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Vikings, as we say so long from Minneapolis.